We're going to end public housing as we know it now in the city of Richmond. To move from a mentality of I should be living in public housing for the rest of my life, some that will be set aside for are public housing residents who want to return. 75% of public housing residents around the country, Richmond's no different, they choose not to come back, but to go live in a different area. Many of them say to themselves, I want to live in a mixed income now, to go immediately find a new environment where I'm around folks that are not just public housing. I grew up in public housing. This is very personal to me. And you know what people say? Drug dealers. And I can tell you right now today, if I go into those big 6 public housing communities, those young people, they'll say, I can make more money selling drugs. We look up to what we see. I have a white adopted family. They're lawyers. When I grew up, I aspired to be a lawyer.
But it still was a community there. And it's not all just drug dealers and crime, right? There are people who are neighbors and connected.
It's about building new memories and building a new community. That's what's exciting. Aspire for new dreams. That's what I tell my kids every day.
What are these folks supposed to do? Is there a numbers game that you're keeping an eye on?
Yes, we're paying attention to those numbers. People living in Richmond public housing, they're not paying rent.
Right, but the Legal Aid Justice Center was part of a group that just recently filed a lawsuit against the RHA. Someone from the lawsuit was that their SSI benefits just got cut off and that they're supposed to be granted a hardship exemption.
If you have a hardship, the burden is on you to come to the housing authority and say, hey, I have a hardship. I just lost money.
I'm getting a kind of tough love vibe from you. Is this like kind of the approach that you're bringing?
So guess what happened to me? I got kicked out of the house. When I came back from university and I said, okay, I'm going to do this, Mom, whatever. And she said, well, you got to go get a job.
Yeah.
I didn't get a job because, I thought I could hang around. This Mom let me hang around, But she said, no, you got to go. But it was tough love.